When I got drafted, I went straight to Vietnam. I looked out the plane, I just saw a lot of water. That's all I can remember. A lot of water. We were engineers and we had to help build the roads that got blown up. Some kids they couldn't handle it and other kids could, and I was just one of the ones I was just okay with it. Just I wanted to serve my country. That was basically it.
I was in Vietnam in '65. I was in 3rd Engineer, and we used to sweep the roads every morning for mine. One morning we was on the way back from sweeping the road, and the truck in front of me hit a mine and blew it back and knocked me out of the truck on my back. And they said I'll never walk again. I had both my legs operated on, and I got a pinched nerve that's going down my back into my legs. I really feel real bad.
The thing that I have so much difficulty with is seeing him in pain. It just rips at my heart. I had to leave Smith & Wesson to come home and take care of him. I'm enjoying being the caregiver, but it's difficult because I don't have a life out. I can't do anything because we don't have a car.
And sometimes I just can't help it. I cry,
When my wife got sick and they found out that she had 3 tumors in her brain, they were all malignant. So I said, oh boy, and the doctor told her there was no reversal. And she lasted 12 days. It's like missing everything.
Joined Forces is where we join in with our military veterans to help work on their home, just to give back to them, because they have given so much for us. They had to give up their life to go to the service, and they're still not receiving all of their benefits, and some of them are still in need of help, because the amount of money they are getting does not compensate for the expenses that it takes to maintain a house. This is very important to us to help the vet, because they have given. So now it's our time to give back.
There are good people out there. Financially, I'm strapped. And they help me out 100%.
So many things haven't been done in our house for so long.
I just can't believe it's really happening.
I think I'm gonna cry.
I'm already crying.
I know.
I joined the Air Force when I was 19 and served honorably. I'm very proud of it. I did what my country asked me to do. I did a very good job at it. And you learn that you're a lot stronger than you think you are. Braver. Well, I like planes. So I had a real interest in being an aircraft mechanic. So I became a crew chief. Then it was off to Vietnam. The first 3 months I was stationed right outside of Saigon. Then I got moved further up, called Bang Rang. It's hard because you become so attached to your friends, The longer you're there, you don't know their names anymore. But I think the hardest part was seeing those medevac planes. You're being attacked physically, mentally, even spiritually. You just did your job. Stayed in the Air Force for 6 years, 7 months and 2 days. And after that, I was a machinist. and got married, and 2 years later we built this house. It's 30 years old, and everything, when they worked on it before, they no longer make it this anymore, you know. It's just wear and tear like the plumbing, and then they were saying that because I have asthma, I should pick up the rugs. Being on a limited income, there's no way I can do it. I can't even pay anybody to do it, you know. I came down with cancer. 1 year was prostate cancer, which was aggravated by the Agent Orange. And the very next year I had bladder cancer. So I had to retire at 55. And I just take it one day at a time, just keep myself calm. I listen to my pastor on TV Monday through Sunday, which helps.
I met Mr. Saunders a few years back during the time of the tornado. So much damage had happened to his home. Matter of fact, we had to replace the roof. It was just devastating. I think the most impressive part for me is when I talk with him and look at him, even when he talk about his time of service, you don't see anger. He's working, trying to make the best of what he's doing. So he's been living on a very limited income, that because he hasn't gone through the process to try to get all the benefits that he's entitled to. So we'll help him with that as well. And so this year, we're happy to say that we was back over again. They were cutting the vines that had overgrown into the yard. Some of the trees had tried to grow back again. We did some work in the bathroom. We fixed the deck out in the back. We did all the staining as well, not just repair. We're going to take up the rug, all the padding, any repairs that have to be done to the floor, and then we're going to replace that with a hardwood floor. We repaired the hand railing, which was broken. He's done a fantastic job in trying to maintain his household, but sometimes you need a little bit of help. We always see about the negative things that happen in the world and in Springfield, but when I look at that and say, wow, we still live in a world where people want to give back. It just gives me joy, the fact that we are able to help someone like Mr. Saunders, who's grateful for what we're doing for him.
It's an amazing program, It just gives you a hope and a better perspective. And if it gives me hope, it also gives my neighbor hope, because it makes them look good too, so. It's nice to know that there's still good people in this world. It's easier to wake up in the morning.
I really appreciate them for helping me.
I just can't even put into words how much they're going to touch our lives by doing what they do.
Well, I bless them all myself.
Yeah.
I really appreciate this.